Yo, what's good? It's that one guy you see in the halls who dresses gay, acts gay, talks gay, has never had a girlfriend. You've never seen him talk to a girl unless it's a group of girls that are his friends, but is straight. Taj. And today we're talking about, well, artists and their #1 hit singles. This is my second time recording this video. This time I wanted to make it a bit more professional, so we're gonna have some voiceover Taj. Say hi, voiceover Taj. Yo, what's good? Little gay faggoty nigga. Ha. Yeah, so today we're just gonna talk about 5 artists and their 5 #1 hit singles. Go ahead, tell them why, voiceover Taj. We're gonna go through 5 artists and 5 of their #1 hit singles. Kanye only has 5 #1s, so that's why we're just going off of this format. And we're gonna see if it's actually their best song or why it went #1 compared to their other songs. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty long video. Now back to live action me. He's so sexy. So yeah, he's a bit angrier than me, and he sounds a little bit better than me, but he doesn't look as good as me. So the glaze, need to do something with my hair. It looks horrible. I guess let's get into it. First, Kanye. Guess I have to listen to all these songs too, huh? You know my old videos, whenever I'd be reviewing songs, I just never listen to them. I'd make videos reviewing music and never even listen to the songs. I just, did it off of vibes. Anyway, Gold Digger, actually, no, scratch that. That's not his first #1 hit single. His first #1 is actually Slow Jams. W song. Everyone has heard Slow Jams, but I had to re-listen to it for this video. I'm lying. Last time I heard it was like 2 days ago. It's a good song. It deserved to go #1. The fact that he had a #1 hit single before his first album is actually crazy, seeing how this song came out in December of 2003 and peaked actually the same month his album dropped. So maybe the album helped this song go #1? I don't know. Either way, great song. Is it one of his best? Honestly, yeah, Slow Jams is one of his best songs. Even if he's not the main artist on it, it's pretty hard. Next, we have Gold Digger. Probably one of his most iconic songs, probably one of his most quotable songs. It's nowhere near his best song, probably the worst song off of Late Registration. This is an opinion-based channel. I'm surely gonna get some of you mad. Look, I like Gold Digger as much as the next person. Actually, I like it as much as Kanye. Not very much. Good song, but I can see why it went #1. It's so quotable. That's about it. Also, Jamie Foxx. Next, we skip a few years to Stronger. Not the best song off of Graduation. Not gonna say it's the worst song. It's definitely one of the weaker ones though. I like Stronger. It's another really quotable song. I think the Daft Punk sample really helped this song go #1. I don't know, I guess we were all nostalgic for a 6-year-old album at that time. Also, this is the first one that came out after I was born. What's good, baby Taj? How you doing? Anyway, I like this song. It went #1 for 1 week. I probably should have said how long the other ones went #1 for. Gold Digger is probably his most popular song and his most successful song, as that went #1 for 10 weeks and was on the chart for 39 weeks, so it was probably still on the chart by the time I was born. Anyway, Stronger did about as good as Slow Jams, but I think it was on the charts for a little bit longer. Both only went #1 for a week. This song actually dethroned Soulja Boy, but then Soulja Boy came back with his baggy ass shirt and dethroned him again. Anyway, moving on to E.T. E.T. by Katy Perry. So this is barely even a Kanye song. Look, Kanye's good on it, but he has a little bit of a fucking verse. And it was actually on the remix version, so I guess the remix version went #1. This thing went #1 for 5 weeks. I was alive in 2011. I had memories in 2011. I don't remember this song at all. Honorable mention before he gets to #1 on the #1 list. Heartless by Kanye went #2, was gonna go #1, but I don't know why it didn't go #1. I guess we weren't feeling it that much. Still a good song. Another song that was very close to coming #1, but Kanye kind of ruined it himself, was Run This Town. Came very close to being #1, but then Kanye did a thing that kind of messed up the whole chain of events. Now his most recent and probably his last #1, seeing how Kanye acts like Kanye, is Carnival, featuring all these people. I don't like Carnival. I hate Carnival. I hate this song. It only went #1 for a week. It shouldn't have went #1 at all. Next up on this list, Drake. The posture is crazy. I didn't know squirrels ate with this kind of a posture. Bro, it's so adorable though. Yeah, we're just using this as some background footage. Voiceover Todd, start talking. Drake ass is 6 foot, claiming 6'2". Sorry, that made no sense. Anyway, whenever it comes to artists like Drake who have 13 #1 hit singles, so way more than 5, we have to narrow it down to his biggest 5. So, let's try deciphering this list and seeing which ones were the most popular. If my laptop actually, loads. Anyway, God's Plan, probably his most popular song ever, and actually a good song, probably the best song on this list. Was #1 for 11 weeks. The beat is amazing, Drake is amazing on it. It's one of the few times where Drake is just being himself. He's actually doing a good message. It's a good song. Around the same time, actually no it's not, it's 2 years earlier. Shut Up Todd, Why Are You So Dumb with Dates? Work, 2016, spent 9 weeks at number 1. I know it features Drake, but it's also one of his most popular songs and one of Rihanna's most popular songs. In fact, I'm pretty sure Rihanna's on this list, so let's just do 4 for Rihanna. Future Taj. Maybe I shouldn't have even talked about Work, but I guess it also has something to do with Drake. One Dance was number 1 for 10 weeks. Drake was really on a generational streak from like 2016 to 2019 before he decided he wanted to be a thug. And sure, he got more number 1s by doing that, but nobody really likes that. Anyway, moving on to number 4. Nice for What? Also a really good song. Probably I Lied. This song is better than God's Plan, and spent 8 weeks at number 1 back in 2018. Really good song. I love this song. Okay, alright, What's My Name? What's My Name was actually, I think, Drake's first number 1 hit single. And wait a minute, this also has Rihanna. This is actually crazy that we're talking about 2 Rihanna songs, so we're only gonna do 3 Rihanna songs. Live action Todd, you really cooked me, didn't you? This makes no sense for somebody who hasn't seen the live action Todd yet. Anyway, in the future, he's gonna say Rihanna, and I'm gonna have to do Rihanna. We're only doing 3 Rihanna songs since we're doing a Drake and featuring Rihanna song. I just didn't want to talk about In My Feelings because I think I know this song, but I just don't remember it off the top of my head. So we have to do What's My Name? Wait a minute. No, we don't. Sicko Mode went number 1, right? No, that went number 2. Fine, What's My Name? I like this song. It's very nostalgic. I really wish this song went number 1 even longer. I like this song. See? I could be positive about Drake. Now, we're moving on to, I guess Eminem. Has he had 5 number 1s? My silly ass really said Eminem. The fuck did I say Eminem for? That's the one time I'm gonna say the F word in this video. I probably accidentally already said it like 5 times. But, you know, if you watch any of my old videos on this channel, new person watching this video who decides he wants to watch my old videos, it's a lot of curse words. I was just cussing it up. I was like a sailor mouth. Holy guacamole. You ever saying holy guacamole? Anyway, Eminem is another artist who's had number 1 hit singles with Rihanna. And we're probably gonna talk about that just so we can only do 2 for the Rihanna bit. We're only gonna do 2 songs for the Rihanna bit. Let's go to Eminem. Alright, Eminem has also only had 5 number 1 hit singles, so you know, the best artists on this list have 5, so you know, it kinda makes sense. I don't think Eminem's actually the best rapper, but I mean, people would agree that he's the best, one of the best on this list. I thought Smack That went number 1. That only went number 2. Love the Way You Lie, featuring Rihanna. The Monster, featuring Rihanna. Both went number 1 around the same time, 1 in 2010, 1 in 2013. Look, if I have to talk about 5 number 1 hit singles from Eminem, 2 of those are gonna be Rihanna's. But I mentioned Rihanna later on in this list, and we have to do 5 artists, so Rihanna's only gonna have, what, 1 song we talk about? 1 Rihanna song? Unless I'm counting wrong and we actually have 2, but I think I've already talked about 4. I love both of these songs, mainly because of Rihanna. Eminem's fine on all of them. Not Afraid, also from 2010. He just was on a generational streak in 2010, huh? Really good song, sounds like Eminem in 2010. Lose Yourself was number 1 for 12 weeks. This is an ancient ass song. My sister was alive when this song came out. She was young when this song came out. That's how you know this shit is fucking old. Number 1, 12 weeks. Without Me is probably Eminem's best song. Fight Me, I think it's his best song. It only went number 2. Crack a Bottle, no one even remembers this song, so the fact that it went number 1 is kind of funny, but I think it was after an Eminem drought, so that's cool. I think this is the first number 1 he achieved while I was alive, so that's pretty freaky. It's like all ball knowledge of rappers have just dropped from my head. How about we're gonna do, this next artist is gonna be a singer, Beyonce. What? Okay, so we never said Rihanna at any point in this video, because I know the next artist I say, and he's not Rihanna, he's Michael Jackson. So the fact that I said Beyonce instead of Rihanna, and I made Rihanna having her fucking list be a recurring joke throughout this video. Oh crap, I said the F word again. Who gives a crap? Fine, Beyonce. We're moving on to Beyonce. Beyonce has had a lot of number 1s, right? Has had 9 number 1 hit singles. Since when? Apparently, she was featured on Perfect by Ed Sheeran. That spent 6 weeks at number 1. This song is, I don't know it. I don't know it. Let me listen to it. It sounds like an Ed Sheeran song released in 2017. Not really that good of a song. Irreplaceable. Back in 06, just like a month before I was born, it went number 1 for like 10 weeks. 10 weeks! Holy shit. Number 1 for 10 weeks. Good song. I think her whatchamacallit album was like a really big album. I think Check on It also, which, you know, went number 1 for 5 weeks, was featured on this album. So, you know, like her B-Day album was pretty big, possibly her biggest album. Baby Boy, featuring Sean Paul, went #1 for 9 weeks. We're already on 3. A lot of these are from the 2000s, so let's get some more recent ones. Crazy in Love, that's a pretty recent song, even though it's older than both of those songs. Went #1 for 8 weeks, gave Jay-Z his first #1. Yay. Alright, that's 4. Let's find a more recent one, since we said we were going to find a more recent one. Texas Hold'em. Born and raised in Texas, like Beyonce herself, I personally wouldn't make a song about Texas just to gain some country clout in the big year of 2024. Just saying, I don't like Texas. But it went #1 for 2 weeks. It's probably her most recent known song. So yeah, 5 #1s. None of these are Beyonce's best song. I think a lot of people say Halo is her best song. That didn't go #1. And to keep in line with that previous one, Rihanna. And you know what? To get more to the classics, we're going to end it off with Michael Jackson. You know, despite Drake saying he's way more successful than MJ, and technically he is, he did it. You know, MJ did it way back in the day. Bro died in 2009. The iPhone was 2 years old. Also, it's kind of weird to imagine MJ with an iPhone. Michael. Jerome. Oh, some of these songs are from whenever Michael Jackson was actually black. Isn't that fun? Anyway, 13 #1 hit singles. I think that's the most on this list. If not, I think Drake had a little more or a little less. Oh, they're actually tied. Well, Michael Jackson did it way back in the day with significantly less albums and significantly less songs. Billie Jean went #1 for 7 weeks, possibly one of his best songs, an amazing song. Beat It also went #1 for 3 weeks, also a really good song. Rock With You, I think this is the best song on this list. Went #1 for 4 weeks. Say 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 went #1, but that's not really a Michael Jackson song, is it? So don't stop till you get enough. I really like this album. I think Off the Wall is his best album, even though it's like pre-Thriller. Also went #1. Just pretend we didn't say 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 Say, so we can find a different song. You know Ben was his first #1 hit single? Who the hell has heard of the song Ben? Dirty Diana is a bop, also went #1. Bad is a bop, went #1 for 2 weeks. We've covered way more than 5 songs, but I don't think any of these are his best song. Well, actually 2 of these are his best songs. So Michael Jackson's best songs did go #1. But he's had much better songs that also didn't go #1. And thus ends my, hopefully, 15-minute video. I hope you enjoyed. See you next week. Probably not next week. See you whenever I post my next video.